Ahead of Hurricane Florence, Virginia and North Carolina issued evacuation orders in some of the areas most vulnerable to storm damage. That includes much of the Outer Banks.
Our team coverage continues this morning with 10 on your side's Jason Marks. He joins us now live from Nags Head, North Carolina. And Jason, it appears a lot of people decided to get out before the storm arrived.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, things are very quiet, not just because it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but last night we were driving around and most of the businesses that we usually see open during storms, they actually have gone ahead and shut down. Let's show you some video from just around here at Nags Head, and you can see, look, you see a bunch of businesses boarded up. You see the businesses lined with sandbags. People here are taking this storm very seriously. That's what the warning was from Dare County. They wanted to make sure that everyone knew that this storm was coming. Obviously, things are looking better right now. Now, Dare County officials tell me, do not let your guard down if you're sitting at home. They say storms are unpredictable. You never know what is going to happen with this storm, and that's why that mandatory evacuation for Dare County remains in full effect this morning. Now, Jen just mentioned it at 8:30 this morning. All incoming traffic into the county will be restricted. They're not closing down any bridges. They're just simply restricting them. Now, I did speak with Mayor Gary Perry from Kill Devil Hills. I asked him about that one trouble spot that we always see that washes out over on Beach Road. He told me that spot's not going to be an issue. He believes that spot will be secure during this storm. There is another spot along Beach Road, though, near the Kitty Hawk Pier, he says could be very vulnerable. He says over this summer they've seen that area, the beach, erode tremendously, and so that could be a really vulnerable area during this storm. Of course, we will continue to watch it. We'll have an update for you coming up in about a half an hour. So for live in Nags Head, Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
State agencies met last night at the Virginia Emergency Operations Center to make big decisions about Florence. They talked about everything from where to put up shelters to evacuation plans. The state police swiftwater rescue team is being repositioned throughout the Commonwealth ahead of the storm. There will be a lot of work after the storm hits as well. The Operations Center is expected to be open well into next week.
We're back at 4:14, and with Hurricane Florence making landfall soon, people from Virginia to South Carolina are getting ready.
This morning, more shelters are opening in Hampton roads, including 2 in Virginia Beach. That's where we find 10 on your side's Kiahnna Patterson. And Kiahnna, the 2 shelters opening today in the city are not just for people.
That's right. We're right in front of the Lansdowne Elementary School, and this is a pet-friendly shelter, but there are limited spaces for the pets. It's cats and dogs only, and only 200 spaces, so it's first come, first serve. Now, Virginia Beach city leaders opened the doors to their first emergency shelter ahead of Hurricane Florence at Kellam High School last night, and at last check, about a dozen people evacuated to that shelter. John Huff was one of those evacuees. He says he was homeless during Hurricane Matthew and witnessed the destruction firsthand while trying to survive on the city streets.
I knew I couldn't sleep outside because it would be too hard on me. So plus last time I almost got hit by a tree branch. So tree branches were flying all over the place. Stuff was flying everywhere.
And this morning, Kellam High School will expand that shelter at 8 o'clock. They will welcome people with medical needs as well. For now, in Virginia Beach, Kiahnna Patterson, 10 on your side.
Thanks, Kiahnna. We'll start seeing some wind and rain from Hurricane Florence later today in Hampton roads. The ground is already pretty saturated from all the rain we've seen lately, so people are worried about trees and how well they can stay rooted. Before conditions worsen heading into Friday, tree service experts recommend you take a look at trees on your property for any decay or other problems. Take inventory of everything you have inside homes or sheds. Go over your insurance policy, and if a tree does go down, experts say don't try to clean it up yourself.
They're very dangerous. I do not recommend anybody go out and just, unless you're very experienced, start cutting on a tree that's leaned on anything.
Be sure to take pictures and videos of any tree damage for your insurance.
President Donald Trump gave another update on the storm last night. He says Hurricane Florence will be one of the biggest ever to hit the U.S., but preparations are as ready as they can be.
My administration is in close coordination with state and local authorities and FEMA. These are tremendous people also, as you know, has already placed extensive resources on the ground, including search and rescue experts, power restoration, and medical support.
North and South Carolina, along with Virginia, Maryland, and Georgia, remain under states of emergency ahead of Florence. One FEMA administrator says despite a weakening, Florence's punch may be the difference between being hit by a train or a cement truck for those in the direct path of the storm.